On the real, we appear to get gone. Victory is ours, bring the chip home. Galactic, and I'm looking to get more. Raise it up, seen but you don't know. Running like the blood pumping from the pressure of adrenaline rush. We crush whatever we touch. Where you been, yo? Everyone know. And if you still don't get it, let it chill for a minute. Time is money, and trust me, man, I'm on business. And if you want something done, do yourself to get it finished. Wake up, victory's mine. On top, still on the grind. Gotta go get it right now. Holla at me if you with me. It's time.
I think the stars above. I know that we're gonna make it.
Take over, God, we'll make it. Show the world that it's shining our greatness. Keep it real.
Another beautiful day, and I got some explaining to do. So as some of you guys might have seen, but now you'll know for sure, this is the official Excessive Speed race car. But before we get into that, let's take a couple steps back and kind of shoot where this car came from. All right, fast forward a couple months. It's December. I got the car in July. And if you guys are subscribed to the Excessive Speed Motorsports Instagram, you would have seen this up a couple of times. But since then, the car has pretty much been down. So what happened was, you know, there's always the story when you hear that. I went to a party one weekend, got too drunk to drive the car home, let the car sit a couple of days at a friend's house because the ground was too wet. And when we get into the specifics of the power that this car was making, I just didn't feel it safe to drive home that day, and I never checked the oil. So even though the car runs, she is hurting. With that being said, we do have huge plans for this car, but with huge plans takes huge money. So currently right now, the status of this car is sitting in the garage until what needs to be done is done. The car is a 2002 Mustang GT, but as you guys seen in the clips, the car does not have a GT engine. We are running a semi-built 4.6 out of a Mach 1. So as this car progresses, so currently the car is running a fully built bottom end. The heads, all the internals are built and forged. It's a cryogenically treated crank. But with that being said, I don't know if it's safe to use. The motor was built by Modular Motorsports. The motor was supposed to be capable of 1500 horsepower. I didn't dyno it, but the number that I got was the motor made 565. But because of running low on oil, it didn't hold up. So now we're at the point where we will be pulling this motor out for another motor shortly. Once the holidays are over, because we're about 2 weeks out of Christmas, we will be putting a new transplant in here, and the long block will be getting sent back to Ohio. In order to make this car happen, I had to do a lot of shifting. So as you guys can see from the yard, there's a couple projects that are no longer here, minus one. So just as an FYI, the only projects I currently own are my Mustang, and if you guys can see it, my wife's RX-8. So we had to dial it down a notch. It's actually gotten kind of serious. A little backstory: at one point, that was my car. There was a neon SRT4 you might see pop up in some of the videos that we're going back and posting up now, from my silver SRT4 neon. But daddy's got a dad wagon, and we'll review this one day. So, but we did all that in order to make this thing happen, and to be able to focus on one project because things become overwhelming when you're trying to keep up with so many different cars. So with that being said, a quick overview of the car one more time. Like I said, it is a built Mach 1, built trans, 4-10 years out back, if I can remember correctly. I have a huge build list on it, but like I said, that was phase 1. So technically what we're going back to in the next upcoming week are going to be stage 0.5, because we are ripping this heart out, sending it back up to the guys who built it. Hopefully they can fix it up. There's a couple more surprises that we have in store for this car, but my roots when I was younger was racing, so I'm going back to it. I want to get back on the track. My kids are getting older. I have a team that's here to be supportive. I've put enough things that I've wanted to do on the back burner for my career, and now we're going back to racing. So irregardless to what anybody says, I'm gonna leave this video off with this. You will spend a lot of your life worrying about what people are telling you what to do, or people giving you their opinions on how you run your life. I'm 38 years old, and one thing I will always love is cars, but this is something that I've wanted to do, and at points in my life, I did not have the finances to undertake a project such as this. I said all that to say this: you guys do not leave this earth without doing something that you truly want to do with no regrets and without caring about anybody else's opinion. With that being said, this ought to be fun. So you guys will be seeing us catching up on some videos to get back into getting some of these videos done, and you guys will be seeing new content. You'll be seeing a lot of different cars, because as such as I do, a lot of the guys like to rotate their stock. But I really feel that with this project, we are going to be making some headway. We're going to be making some big power, and there's a lot of parts that are already here for this car to get real close to, I'm gonna say, at least the 1,000 horsepower that I desire out of it. So this is not gonna be a quick build. The car will be back on the road before it makes any kind of big power, and I will be posting that up as we go along. So stay tuned, guys. It's about to get real exciting. Peace.